When Afriinvest Limited commenced operations 20 years ago, it emphasized in unmistakable terms its desire, determination and urge to provide functional, efficient, out-of-the-box and in-depth analysis of sound investment decisions to its esteemed clients. Taking cognizance of the fact that Nigerians have had to grapple with inadequate and unreliable investment and trading information, Afriinvest Limited took a quick and firm grasp of the situation and within the period, put up a company that has today become a reference point in the investment banking sector. Located on the island in Lagos, southwest Nigeria, Afriinvest Limited's range of services include security trading, asset management, investment banking, investment research.
Genesis of Afriinvest was around research more than anything else. So for international investors, as well as local investors, in the mid-90s, we saw a gap in the market where people were interested in investing in the market, but they did not have adequate information, research to make proper investment decisions. So Afriinvest's initial focus, which has been the cornerstone of Afriinvest since the beginning, is high quality research. And that has been the bedrock of Afriinvest. In the early days, when we were setting up the London presence, the focus was emerging market funds that had an interest in African markets generally, both sub-Saharan African markets as well as North African markets. And our focus was really the markets that other brokers did not cover. So a lot of the markets in sub-Saharan Africa were not well researched. So we invested a lot of time and money in producing high quality research, which is what we wanted Afriinvest to be known for. What we have built over the years is a bridge between the investment community and investment opportunities. So that bridge is based on high quality, reliable information, which is critical for investors to be able to make good investment decisions.
The whole concept behind the establishment of SecTrust was to create an African company, a domestic company that had all the attributes of an international investment company. Our target at that time was international investors, and so we had to ensure that our company had the attributes which international investors wanted to see in the partners they were dealing with. Principal to this was research, that is knowledge of the local market. And so in setting up SecTrust, the whole platform for the firm rested on technology, which was going to be the key driver to ensuring that we created a world-class research for our clients, both internationally and locally.
Afriinvest Nigeria then moved on with SecTrust, and in 2005 we chose to combine Afriinvest Nigeria with an into SecTrust, and then we named the enlarged SecTrust as Afriinvest West Africa. The firm grew enormously with the growth in the capital markets, and obviously we all are familiar with the big burst in 2008 when the financial markets crashed, not just in Nigeria but around the entire world. In 2009, Godwin chose to step down as managing director, and I was elevated to the post of 2008. It was remit to rebuild the franchise and repair the capacity that the firm had lost as a result of the crash of the capital markets, and then see if we can reposition ourselves for increased capability and expertise in the years ahead. So here we are. 10 years after the combination of sectors and Afriinvest, we're looking back to an enlarged Afriinvest West Africa, which today is involved in 4 principal areas: investment research, securities trading, asset management, and investment banking.
Operating on the core values of integrity, teamwork, and entrepreneurship, Afriinvest Limited ensures that all transactions are delivered on promise in a professional manner, having pulled together individual strengths, talents, experience, and innovation, which is the lifeblood of the company.
Invest is like being with family. In Afriinvest, we strive for excellence in our personal capacity and also as a firm, and when working with clients too as well. Now, our culture at Afriinvest, our culture revolves around our core values being team spirit, integrity, and entrepreneurship. For team spirit, we like to pull the individual strengths of everyone across the firm to ensure that we actually achieve our common corporate goal. For integrity, we keep our word, we follow through on commitments to our clients, and we ensure that we deliver excellent service to our clients too as well. For entrepreneurship, we like to take ownership of our projects, we take ownership of our problems, we take ownership of our situations, and ensure that we reach across the firm in trying to help one another in achieving excellent service to our clients.
The mission of Afriinvest is to provide world-class financial solutions, uncover investment opportunities, and create wealth.
What differentiates Afriinvest from its peers and competitors is that they look at the local environment, they take your investment appetite into serious consideration and advise on the best and optimal yield to ensure that you have beyond your expectation in returns.
The 20th anniversary is only 5 years from its vision to be the leading indigenous investment banking firm in Africa by 2020, and Afriinvest has the financial credentials and muscles to match its ambition in 20 years of doing business.
Over the past 20 years, we have had several developments in the market, the most remarkable of which would have been the boom period of the stock market, where the firm played a very major part in creating products and selling products to the market. The firm has originally been known and continues to be known for its power in research and financial advisory, amongst other things.
As a focused and innovative company with a strong determination to economically empower the society, Afriinvest Limited has successfully built a bridge between the investment community and investment opportunity based on high-tech quality and reliable information.
When we discovered Afriinvest and its CEO, Ike Choke, since then we have not left them. We've worked with some other companies, but I must tell you that we have been extremely impressed with the ability of Afriinvest to find solutions, be able to develop financial models and advice that will persuade investors to participate in projects that we have undertaken.
Dealings with Afriinvest has always been very, very enjoyable. Let me use that word, enjoyable. Enjoyable in the sense that I have now come to a stage where I have proposed and still repose a level of confidence in their ability to perform. I find them ever ready to work, to accommodate, to advise their clients' need.
Considering the critical role which research plays in investment decisions, Afriinvest Limited strives to provide its valued clients both internal and external products such as daily price list, equity research, economic and industry commentary, corporate action update, daily market intelligence, tailored investment advisory to institutional and retail clients, among others. Today, competition is the buzzword in the investment environment. Hence, superior product offering, innovative technology, and customer-centric services form major parts of the company's strategic thinking process. Little wonder, therefore, that with Afriinvest.com, a user is directly connected to the Nigerian Stock Exchange trading engine and can trade as fast as the internet connection permits. No doubt Afriinvest Limited has unleashed the creative way of realizing economic potentials as the capital raising efforts have redefined the financial landscape of big businesses. To this end, members of staff who have been part of this history believe the company has the clout to meet the aspirations of the clients in satisfying their needs.
In several places before joining Afriinvest over 2 years ago, I feel it's a different and an interesting company on its own. In terms of the management, they try to carry everyone along. We try to the gap of having a boss and a subordinate does not arise. We operate a flat structure, and that has really helped us to take decisions. In terms of our innovative and creative ideas, Afriinvest has really helped, especially me, to sharpen that skills.
I found the place particularly to be family and home. It's a great place to be, great culture, extremely challenging mentally, and it's stimulating mentally. So I found it to be a unique environment. It's allowed me to thrive, it's allowed me to learn, it's allowed me to develop, it's allowed me to grow. The people are perhaps some of the greatest assets ever. I've met some of the most wonderful people in this firm, many of whom have come and left, but the bonds of friendship have remained strong.
I'm very proud to have been part of the Afriinvest story, and I pray that Afriinvest continues with the strength with which it started, the strength of simplicity, the strength of caution, the strength of excellence, of intelligence, the strength of honing entrepreneurs and building people who are free to express themselves. And I know that the sky, is definitely the limit.
Perception of Afriinvest brand is that it's a brand that will cover the whole of Africa based on its name, and also that it focuses on people in terms of the staff, and also in terms of the client, and also it utilizes technology to its maximum use, and that is a company that everyone's look forward to.
Every calendar year has witnessed the breaking of new frontiers, defining geographical borders and redefining the value chain in the public and private sector. In 2005, the first banking measure in the consolidation era, UBA and Standard Trust Bank PLC. In 2007, the first ever Eurobond issue by a Sub-Saharan Africa corporate outside South Africa with Guarantee Trust Bank PLC. In 2008, the first ever simultaneous measure and tender of a transaction in Sub-Saharan Africa with Stanbic IBTC PLC. In 2008, the first ever listing of an African bank's global depository receipts on the London Stock Exchange with Guarantee Trust Bank PLC. In 2010, financial advisor and broker on the largest ever listing on the Nigerian Stock Exchange with 2.095 trillion naira in Dangote Cement.
On the day of BCC-DCP merger, we had Afriinvest as the stockbroking firm that consummated a deal on the stock exchange. The parties involved were very professional in handling the transaction, and we're very happy with the way the transaction went.
We were the financial advisor to UBA on the UBA-STB merger, which was going to be the first of its kind in Nigeria. It was a very exciting time. At the same time, people were extremely cautious, simply because whatever we did would set precedent for all the other mergers to come. So we, as you can imagine, all advisors, both financial and legal, as well as the regulators, were very careful in ensuring that we went about things the right way. So that was a very interesting time, I think not just for Afriinvest, but I think for the market at large.
With professionalism, efficiency, excellence and quality service delivery that meets global best practice, Afriinvest Limited will continue to set the pace for others to follow, while also steadily becoming the largest, most successful investment solutions provider, both in Nigeria and beyond. The firm's transactions received the prestigious Deal of the Year awards in 2007, 2008, and 2010.
We are looking forward to continuing to work with them. And I can tell you the way I look at their capacity, anybody that wants to do a project in Nigeria, I say, have you talked to Afriinvest? So what I think I am their fan and their champion.
Well, it's quite commendable that you've had 20 years of experience in this market, and we can only wish you the best for the future. And given what Nigeria is today and in the future, I think the sky is the limit for you.
Wish Afriinvest another wonderful 20, 30, 40 years.
Another 20, another 50 years. Afriinvest will be a premier institution bestriding the African landscape, known and reputed for excellent investment banking, asset management and research, and securities trading on the African landscape.
A happy 20th anniversary to Afriinvest. Long life, prosperity.
Here's wishing Afriinvest happy 20th year anniversary.